Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Monday, August 2nd, 2021. We are in the first day of the trading week, and we are in the final hour of the trading day and the first day of August, actually. First day of the new trading month. As you know, my preferred time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades is at the end of the day, during the last hour, in particular in the last few minutes, because during the day, the algorithms and the day traders, they are the ones that are in control of the price. At the end of the day, in that last hour, the large financial institutions come in, they take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. They're dealing with the most money. They have very smart people, best information, best technology. And in my opinion, following what the large financial institutions do at the end of the day, by taking control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms, is a long-term edge in your trading. Essentially, I just consider the closing price the most valid price because that's where the large financial institutions move the price. So anyway, thank you for coming. Hope you had a nice weekend. Hope you had fun. You were safe. Maybe you brushed up a little bit on some trading books, or you did a little charting, but hopefully you just had fun, got a little exercise, and got a little break as well. So it is the first of the month, and at the beginning of the month, I do like to say this. Listen, if you look back at July, take a look at how you did. If you're not happy with the results of July, think to yourself, listen, here's August. This month, I'm going to commit to doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to follow all my rules. I'm going to position size. It takes about 28 days to create a habit. And so, why don't you just do everything correct? Follow your process, commit to it for 1 month, then it will become a habit. And this is a good time to start. This is the first day of the month. So, that is my goal, to trade perfectly this month. I always try to improve my trading, but the beginning of the month is a good time to take a look and say, this is the month I'm going to do everything correct. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm just suggesting that you do it as well, and I know it will help improve your trading. So currently, the Dow Jones is down $4.51. It's down about 0.01%, so essentially flat. The Nasdaq's having a nice day, up 56 points, up 0.38%, and the Nasdaq, and the S&P is hovering about even, up $4.15, up about a tenth of a percent. So here's the plan for today, everyone. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, and how I'm going to manage them going forward. I did have a couple day trades today. I'll share those with you as well. After that, we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at my students' position, take a look and see where they bought, why they bought, how much it's up, how much it's down, hopefully how much it's up, but we'll take a look at all those. Then we're going to switch gears. We're going to talk about trader psychology. I say this every day, but I really do mean it. Most important skill you can ever develop in trading is being able to manage your emotions. And I'll tell you, it's a razor's edge. You have to position size enough so it makes a difference if it goes up. You have to position size enough so that if it goes down, it's not going to hurt you too badly. But your emotions get revved up when you start seeing dollars and you're like, hey, I could have bought a house with that, or I could have bought a jet ski with that, or I could have bought a car with that, right? Try not to put it into dollar terms. Just try to follow your process. All right. So we'll talk a little bit about trader psychology. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal's great and wonderful scanner. And as always, I have 3 requirements whenever I'm looking to enter a new trade. First, confluence combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Second, good risk to reward ratio at least 2-to-1 based upon support below, resistance above. And number 3, make sure you have a complete trading plan. My complete trading plan includes adjusting your position size based on volatility, knowing what your maximum allowed loss is, knowing where your emergency stop is, knowing where your end of day stop is, knowing your overhead profit targets are, knowing where significant overhead resistance levels are, and then having a good trailing stop rule or protocol in place. All right, so I do have quite a few potential end of day candidates today. The key will be going through them, analyzing each time frame, looking at the risk to reward ratio. It's always, it's always difficult when you have a lot of options at the end of the day, right? I'm really going to try to narrow it down just the very, very best one. And actually, that I think is where some skill in trading comes from, is really narrowing it down. As you know, I like to buy one, possibly two positions a day, but normally just one. I like to just narrow it down to the very best one, unless there's something that's uncorrelated, and then I'll take a half position as well. But we'll go through the candidates as we get closer to the close. I'll try to narrow it down, for me at least, for what the best trade for me is going to be. And then if I find something, I'll buy it before the end of the day. Okay. After the market closes, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you need clarification on anything, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. If you have some stock symbols that you would like me to look at, please let me know. Put them in the live stream. I will do my best to get to them. I can't guarantee that I'll get to all of them, but I will do my best. Just because there's time constraint, right? But I will do my best. And then lastly, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me that they would like me to update on the board, if you could please wait till after the market closes, so that the market's closed, I'm done trading, I'm done teaching, pressure's off, and then we'll spend as much time as we need to get it all taken care of. All right, so I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. I'm going to go grab a can of water, and I will huddle back here in about 40 seconds. Thanks. See you in a minute. Bye. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Let's see who is here today. Michael Martin is here. Good afternoon, everyone. Good to see you, Michael. Good lesson last night. Hope it was helpful. Hopefully you're out there driving safe today. And as always, you just did really, really well in the lesson. Sharp student for sure. Anya T is here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Anya. Good to see you. Hope you're having a nice day. Paxton is here. Hello, Greg and all. Good to see you, Packy. Kamal is here. Hello, traders. Hello, Mr. Kamal. How you doing? Thank you for everything that you do for this channel, Kamal. I say that every day, but I do really mean it. And of course, always appreciate your friendship as well, and hope you're having a good day. George is here. Hi, team. Happy August. Happy August to you as well, George. And, it is August. Should we all make a pact? We make a blood pact that we're going to follow our process perfectly to the T this month. Just do it every day so it completely becomes a habit. I'm in. Who else is in? Dan is here. Hey, Greg and everyone. Good to see you, Dan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Always nice to have you here. David says, hi, Gregorian traders. Back from vacation. Good. I hope you had a good vacation, David. And miss speaking with you. We're going to have to do a Skype call and catch up. I always miss speaking with my former students. Miko25 is here. Good afternoon, Greg and group. Nice to see you, Miko. Hope you're doing well, my friend. It was so great seeing you out in the Bay Area. Really great being able to meet you in person. Hope you and the family are all doing well. So should we get to it? Let's get to it. Here we go. The SPY. Of course, I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. I did buy it on Friday at 438.51. Sold it this morning. A nice gap up, 440.38. So bought at 438.51. Sold at 440.38. And if you wonder why I do this every day, I have a video in the on my YouTube channel in the lessons playlist, and all the numbers are there, all the stats, all the reasoning behind it. But I will buy this again today at the close, hold it overnight, take the overnight risk, sell it first thing tomorrow morning. But nice little overnight trade. LYV. All right. Am I the only one here left? I think so. No, I can't remember if Paxton's here and Tracy's here as well. But regardless, I did buy LYV back here with an under 200, close over 200, under 30, over 30, back over the negative third ATR channel, bought it at 76.98, moved up nicely, took a little profits. I always do on the way up. Here took 3 profit targets, nice, kept holding the 200-day moving average. We got up to trailing stop level up here. That's why I did sell half of my position because we had a close below the previous day's low on Friday. Sold half, did hit 1 profit target today. It is up 0.67% today and did hit 1 profit target at 80.27. This particular trade from entry to current price is up 3.03%. Fastly, no, not Fastly, Fast. Steve, Greg, Frank, and I did buy Fastly. I bought a half a position with the 520 crossover. Bought it here at 109.05 with the 520 crossover. Hit 2 profit targets today. Thankfully, hit one up at 109.62 and one all the way up at 112.26. So, we've come back since then, but that is why I like to place intraday profit targets. Just put the limits orders in and using this approach, you're always going to hit something near the top. It's just built into the system. So big reversal bar today. 5 is still above the 20. The closing price is still above the 5 and the 20. If it were to close below the 5 and the 20, I would sell half. When the 5 crosses under the 20, I would sell the other half. But still, I would say pretty close to break even on this trade because of the profit targets that we're taking up here. Hard to see. Let me see. I guess I can just look, right? Yeah, very, very slightly down. Very, very slightly down. But I am holding. Airbnb. All right. So we have Kamal and Jonathan bought Airbnb with this nice deep dip buy under 30, over 30. Rejection of the negative third ATR channel, bought at 131.90, and this has been a monster trade for Kamal and Jonathan. Steve, Dynamic Duo, and myself did buy Airbnb Friday with a 520 crossover, different signal. Kamal and Jonathan bought it with a deep dip buy signal. Steve, Dynamic Duo, and myself did buy with a different signal with the crossover at 144.12. It's 145.90. It's up 0.69% today. Kamal and Jonathan are up nicely on this trade. They're up 9.05%. And Steve and the Dynamic Duo and myself are up about 0.6%. Okay, now let's switch over to day trades. Here we go. Had a beautiful trade on the VIX. You've noticed I've been trading the VIX a lot at these low levels. Gives me more confidence to look for day trades. Did buy the VIX here with this V2 rejection of the negative 1 ATR channel in the value zone. Bought that earlier today at 30.01. Sold a portion at 30.18. Sold a portion at 30.36. Sold another portion at 30.47, and this last bar I got out of everything at 30.69. And then it kept going up, and I thought, well, shoot, and then it started to come down. But anyway, nice little day trade there today on VIX. I've had some good trades on VIX lately for sure. Apple. Did have one day trade on Apple today, which did not work out. I bought the V1 close back above the 200-day moving average. I bought it at 145.73. Initially went my way, and then boom, closed below the 200-day moving average. So this was a losing trade, but a small one. That's the key. I bought at 145.73, got out at 145.66. But that's the key with trading, everyone, right? Letting those winners run like you saw me let it run on VXX, and then getting real persnickety and with the losing trades and getting out quickly if I was wrong. And I was wrong, and I knew it, and I just got out, and that's that. All right. Okay. Let's take a look. How are we doing on time? I think we're doing pretty good. Johnson is here. Hello all. Wishing you all to have an awesome August in your trading journey. I agree. Let's all have a good August, shall we? Can we all commit to 1 month? Can we do it for 1 month? Follow our rules, follow our processes. I I'll tell you, if you do it for 1 month, it will become part of you. It will become a habit, and you will forever be a better trader. So how about we just commit to doing what we're supposed to do in August. Michael is here. Hi, everyone. I'm here now. Good to see you, Lova. Hope you're doing well. Always enjoy your analysis over on Skype. Ava is here. Hi, Ava. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to our next lesson this week, I would imagine. I hope so. Hope you're having a good day. Waterbender says hello. Nice to see you, Waterbender. Hope you are doing well. Hope your trading's going well. George, message. Okay, so that one's gone. All right. So, should we head on over? Oh, 1 second. Have to take care of some business. Everybody. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Let me write this down so I don't forget it. And I will be right back to you. Oh, that was a good one. All right. Okay, that's what I thought. Excellent. Okay. And George says Ralph Lauren has a 520 cross, a bit extended, but have a good support on 200 weeklies in the value zone. George, could you tell me what the symbol is for Ralph Lauren, please? Paxton has a 520 cross on TER. Yes, there is a 520 cross on TER. Let me see if I can back test this. 520 EMA crossover. And yes, here we go. Let's take a look at that, Paxton. Here we go. This is from etfreplay.com. I am using this by written permission from etfreplay.com. Okay, here's the test. 5 EMA crossing over the 20 EMA. Run the back test. Yes, it does return 127.8% compared to 63% buy and hold, has less of a drawdown. Yep, so that makes sense. So let's go back and look at the chart a little bit more carefully. Yeah, crossover happens in the value zone. One thing I don't like is it rejected this previous, the high of the previous range. Let's look over on the weekly. Weekly's been kind of stuck in this range. You know, it's okay. It does back test well. MACD is positive. We're over the 50 RSI. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, it does make sense. Okay, let me see over here. Let me get rid of that. Done and done. RL, okay. So RL, yep, it does have a 520 crossover. Let me see if we can test it over here on ETF replay. Nope, it doesn't have it. So unfortunately, I can't do any backtest. Maybe if someone out there has the ability to backtest RL. It's a little chasey. Me personally, I wouldn't buy it here for a couple reasons. One, it's already rejected the second ATR channel. I don't like that. Plus, there are earnings tomorrow, and I don't know whether that's earnings in the morning or earnings afternoon. So you know, I would be very, very careful into earnings, and it is quite extended as well. So that's just my 2 cents worth right there, George. Hope that's helpful. Amazon. All right, Steve Burns did buy Amazon with the bounce near the 31 RSI. He bought it at 33.2829. It's 33.3638. It's up 0.26% today on the day and up about 0.26% today on the trade. STNE. Kamal bought STNE with a higher low V2 at 57.10. It's 58.75. Down a little bit on the day, but as far as the trade goes, up 3.03%. I had a trade that was up 3.03%. How about that? Steve did buy Pinterest with an under 30, over 30 on Friday. He bought it at 58.83. It's currently 57.52. It's down 2.33% on the day and about the same on the trade. Berkshire Hathaway. Ava bought half a position of Berkshire Hathaway with a 520 crossover and a bullish engulfing V1. Bought it at 280.90. It's currently 278.50. It is up on the day, but it's slightly down on the trade. Here is Shopify, everybody. Kamal is in Shopify. Kamal did buy Shopify at 1512.50. It's currently 1536.55, up nicely today, 2.44% on the day and about the same on the trade. INSG. Johan bought INSG all the way back here on the 20th of July at 847. Been kind of a wild ride. Up, down, up. It is up on the day and it is now up on the trade. So nice trade, Johan. AGQ. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think, let's see, Johan, Dynamic Duo. Now I can't remember which one's which. I know bought here with an under 30, over 30, and then here with an under 30, over 30. I can't remember who was who now. I know the Dynamic Duo sold half with the close below the previous day's low. But the point is, Johan and the Dynamic Duo, a little down on the day, but nicely up on the trade. Let's see how much they are up. We'll take the midpoint and the average of the two. Oh, over 5%. Very, very nice. FCX. Steve Burns bought FCX with a 520 crossover at 36.38. Big day, or big move up, a big down day today. It's down 3.02% today. Bullish engulfing bar to the downside. Down on the day, but still up on the trade. That's what matters the most. Apps doing very, very well with Kamal, Ava, Michael Martin. Higher low V2 close back above the 200-day moving average. MACD is positive. Bought it at 63.10. It's currently 64.26. It's up 2.08% on the day and about that much on the trade. And then last but not least, we have NVIDIA. Michael Martin bought this. Nice V2 and 520 crossover combo at 195. It's currently 198.20. It's up 1.65% on the day, and Michael is up about 1.68% on the trade. So very, very nice. Very, very nice. Steve Burns is here. Good to see you, Steve. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you had a nice weekend with the dogs and Holly, and really appreciate you being here as always, Steve. I really mean that when I say that. I know everyone else does well to have somebody of the caliber of Steve here to ask questions to, or just hang out with, or get his input. Always appreciate that, Steve. Really, really I do. And Frank is another person I'm always very thankful for. Appreciate you being here, Frank. Thank you for the great poems that you provide to us each day. I have discussions about Frank after the market closes with different friends of mine, and they're like, wow, how does that guy do that? I have no idea, I say. I think it just comes out of the ether. I think it is literally a gift from God, and I really kind of mean that. It's a gift. It's a gift from somewhere. All right. Well, what are we at? 125. Well, this is good. We're moving through pretty quick, which is good because we have a lot of stuff to look at the end. So listen, speaking of Steve Burns, I like to talk a little bit about trader psychology every day before we start looking for my best end of day trade. Very important skill. In trading is the ability to control your emotions. I have my favorite channels out there on Facebook and Twitter. I have some people that I follow all the time, but my favorite as always is Steve Burns. And here he is. This is Steve's post over at the New Traders, Rich Traders channel over on Facebook. If you haven't come over there, please come over and apply to that channel. Steve's over there. Tom Bassel's over there. Kamal's over there. Mark Minervini's over there. I'm over there. It's a good, solid thread to read about trading. But let's see what Steve has to say today. Profitable trading plus risk management plus the right trading psychology equals a trading edge. You need these three things. Dr. Alexander Elder taught me these as well. You need a trading method. You need a good trading method, right? That relies upon good trading principles, measuring volatility, good risk to reward ratios, looking for support, looking for resistance. But that's only 1/3 of what we need is the trading method. There's so much more to that. You need risk management. Risk management is huge. Remember, you only have two things that you're in control of when you're trading. When you buy or sell something and how many shares you buy and sell. That's it. After that, like Mark Douglas says, you pull that proverbial slot machine handle. Something's going to happen tomorrow. We know that. That's a given. But we have to know exactly what we're going to do. And risk management is so important. So we need to have a good trading method. We need to have good risk management. Is that it? No, we need trading psychology. We need to get in control of our emotions. So, there's three things here that provide us that trading edge right in the middle. You can have great trading psychology, but a horrible trading method, you're not going to do well. You can have good risk management and good trading psychology, but if you don't have a good trading method, you're not going to do well. You can have a trading method and risk management, a good trading method and good risk management, but if you don't have the psychology to implement and enforce these two, it's not going to work out. So you need trading method, risk management, trading psychology. You can see they all kind of interact with each other, and right here in the middle, that is your trading edge. So this is a great post. Thank you so much, Steve. Appreciate that. I've seen this before, but it does make sense. Three things: trading method, risk management, trading psychology. They all have to overlap each other, and in the middle of that, trading edges. Like having a table with like having a stool with three legs on it. If you knock one of the legs off, it's gonna fall over, right? It's going to fall over. You have to have the balance and the stability of all of these things: trading method, risk management, and trading psychology. So thanks again, Steve. That was a really good post. It was helpful for me to look at. All of Steve's posts are helpful for me to look at, and I hope they were helpful for you as well. Okay. All right. Before I start looking at new stuff, let me look at old stuff. S&P, of course, buying that at the close. LYV, doing fine. Hit a profit target today. FAS, hit 2 profit targets today. Price is holding above the 5 and the 20. I'll be keeping that. And then Airbnb, 1 profit target today. Nothing that I have to do there. Oh, Frank has a poem for us. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. I always like reading these. Frank, you'd be amazed how many people talk about your poems daily. It's really the truth. Friends of mine that watch the podcast are like, that Frank, it's amazing. I'm like, I know. It is amazing. And let's see what amazing one we're going to have today. Oh, how the market likes to test our emotions. Well, that's true. Oh, how the market likes to test our emotions as we go through our charts and tune out the commotion. Trading is a job that takes practice and devotion as we sail our ship across the market's vast ocean. Oh, come on. How does it get better than that? Oh, goodness. Here we go again. Oh, how the market likes to test our emotions as we go through our charts and tune out the commotion. I love that line. Trading is a job that takes patience and devotion. That's true. As we sail our ship across the market's vast ocean. Oh, come on. Come on. That's like a mic drop right there. That is so good, Frank. Oh my gosh. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. That's just unbelievably great. Wow. You know we were all going to like that one, right? Beyond Meat. All right, let's take a look at Beyond Meat for David. I don't really see anything there, Dave. I mean, it was earlier in the day, it was a higher low V2. Looks like it crept back up into the value zone. Don't really see anything there that gets me too excited, though, to be honest with you. Dan loves it. Paxton loves it. Thanks, Frank. I agree, man. That's good stuff there. That is good stuff. Okie dokie. Let's see. What do we got going over here? Oh, yep. Okay. Ava says, mic drop it is, Frank. That's so good. I'm going to read it again. Oh, how the markets like to test our emotions as we go through our charts and tune out the commotion. Trading is a job that takes patience and devotion as we sail our ships across the market's vast ocean. Wow. I like that line. Trading is a job that takes patience and devotion. It does, everyone. You think you can just get up and like trade in your underwear and drive your Lamborghini and not put a lot of work into it? Come on, buddy. Right? You can't do that. It's hard. You're dealing and trading against the smartest people in the world. Have you ever realized that? People in this business, those large financial institutions, yeah, they're not dumb. They are not dumb, and they're money hungry, and they will like do anything to take money from you. So do not underestimate your competition. You have to put in patience and devotions as a small retail trader. That's what you have to have in order to compete with these people, right? But remember, the biggest edge you have over the large financial institutions is you can wait. Like Frank says in his poem, you can have patience. They cannot wait. They have order flow. They just have to buy. So the biggest advantage that a small retail trader has is the ability to just sit there and wait for that perfect pitch to come across the plate, right? So remember, they have a lot of advantages. Smart people, good information, best technology, lots of money, good research, right? But it's an equal equation because you don't have to buy. So remember that, okay? David says, great, Frank. Steve says TER, huge rejection after the 520 crossover. Let's put that on there, okay. All right, so we have those on the list. Ooh, this list, man. This list is going to be hard to narrow it down. Can you tell I'm stalling? Frank says, thank you very much, Greg, Dan, Ava, Miko, Paxton, and David. Waterbender says, Frank, you should publish a book with your great poems. Yes. I don't know if you know this, Waterbender, but we've been begging Frank to do that for years, and he really should. But I'm pretty sure something is going to come out eventually. It's just great. Just great. Just super. All right. Let's get started. Here we go. ARC Innovations. Well, what do we have going here today? All right. We have a V1. Always a good thing. We went under 50, over 50. Not too bad either. We have a close. Currently, we're above the 200-day moving average. That's a confluence of signals. V1, under 50, over 50. Close over the 200-day moving average with a good risk to reward ratio. Okay, let's take a look at the weekly, see if we can divine anything from there. All right, well, we went up, we've come down, we're moving sideways. We're kind of creating this little pennant or this little flag here. Indecisive flag. This is going to move. Which way is going to move? I have no idea. But, you know, do I like it on the weekly? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, MACD is positive. We have consolidation. You know I like to buy consolidation. You know I like to buy sideways motion. So ARC Innovations, if it closes over the 200-day moving average, would be a possibility for me based upon the weekly. But, you know, we still have 25 minutes to go in the close, so we're going to have to see whether or not this is going to close. So we'll keep that one on the list. Shopify. Well, we have a return to value V2. We were above the value zone. We came into the value zone. We held 1 day. We held 2 days. We had a washout bar. We triggered a V2. Here's day 1, 2, 3. 2 washes out 1. 3 closes above day 1's close. Kamal bought this 15, 12, 50. So he's having a good day. Now, do I want to buy this? It's smack dab in the value zone. It has a V2. Let's check over on the weekly. Okay, so this is how I look at this. We had a big up bar. We came back. We didn't quite hold the halfway. Now, but last week's bar is larger than 1 ATR. An ATR is from here to here or from here to here. So the way that I look at this is that's larger than 1 ATR. So if we rally back up to about 1570, we're probably going to find some resistance at that halfway mark. See, this is how I analyze the weekly bars as well. You know, it's okay. It went red green on the bars here. That's good. I'll keep it. I'll keep it as a potential. Here's Virgin Galactic, right? Yeah, it's a V1. It's a bullish engulfing bar above the 200-day moving average. We have had a lot of that, though. We've closed under and over, under, over, under, over. In my opinion, it's starting to lose respect for the 200-day moving average. When that happens, I usually like to go down one more level. I think I'm going to skip Virgin Galactic. It's up 6% today already. We have earnings coming up. I'm going to give it a shot at the 250-day moving average again because it looks like we've lost respect. The price has lost respect for the 200-day moving average. So with that said, I'm going to take that off. Wix. All right, so this is a return to value. We returned to value, 1 day sideways motion. Actually, not enough sideways motion on Wix for me. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's fine. Yeah, actually there is. I was looking at this wrong. Yeah. We came into the value zone. We have 3 day sideways motion. We have a V1. MACD is positive. 54.73 RSI. It's okay. It's all right. So we'll leave it up. PTON. I do like PTON. I like the false breakout to the downside here and here. I like the bullish engulfing bar. I like the close over the 200-day moving average. Good risk to reward ratio. That one does kind of make sense to me for sure. So we'll keep that one. CRWD. All right, so return to value, sideways motion. Actually, this one was below there. So actually that limits me from taking this one. So I'm going to take that one off. Lemonade. All right, we have a higher low V2. We had to close below the value zone. We came into the value zone. We had a pullback. We retested the -1 ATR channel. We triggered the V2 today. Earnings are on the 4th. So it looks like you might be able to hold this 1 day, 2 days maximum. Let's look over at the weekly. Weekly has the 50 above it. Daily has a lot of nonsense above it here. Has the 20 that rejected, has the 100, has the 50 EMA. I think I'm just going to take Lemonade off there because of that. MDB, higher low V1, close is 358.92. So let's say 358.92. That's yesterday's close. Oh, Lord. 358.92. All right. So we'll keep that one. That's legit for sure, but it has to close above 358.92. It's a little high in the value zone. Let's take a look over at the weekly. Weekly looks okay. It's holding support of the 1 ATR channel and the 5 EMA. So we'll keep that one in the potential category. ZM was looking at a higher low V2. It has untriggered, so we'll take that one off. Not ZMZ, excuse me. ZM, which is Zoom, earlier had a V1 and a close back above the 200-day moving average. A lot of selling up in this area. It's negative on the day. I think I'm going to take that one off now. PagerDuty is a nice little setup thanks to Paxton. Look at this, everyone. This is a higher low V1 bullish engulfing bar, 520 crossover. MACD is positive and a V1. Let's look over at the weekly. You know, we had the big down bar a few weeks ago. We are over the halfway point of that. We're over the major moving averages on the weekly. So yeah, I like PagerDuty there as well. 710,000 shares traded, so not too bad. Here we go. This came from Miko. Miko saw the under 30, over 30 over here on tap, which is Molson Coors Brewing. I liked it better when it was over the 200 and over the 30 RSI. It's still over the 30 RSI, but now underneath the 200. So I'm probably just going to take that one off. And TER, as mentioned, does have the 520 crossover. It was a false breakout to the upside, and a lot of selling up there. Let's take a look over at the weekly. Weekly's okay, hanging over the 50 RSI, hanging over the moving averages. So let us keep that one. I have a few more over here. I have UAL looking for a rejection of the 250. We may just get it. Love down another 61 cents today. Has not rejected the 200. Here's Cyber. Cyber has a V1, but there was not enough sideways motion. I put JO on here. This is just a good example, everybody, of why I don't like to buy above the value zone. Look, no matter how, this always happens. When you go up, when I say always happens, I'm not saying that lightly because it does. You will always come back to the value zone at some point. Way up here, everyone needed to buy it up here for some reason. I don't quite understand, but now we're coming back into value. Remember, you want to buy in the value zone, sell above the value zone. You want to buy in the value zone, hopefully sell above the value zone. You do not want to buy above the value zone and then hit your stop when you get back to value. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple concept, everybody. Dr. Alexander Elder taught me this. Buy in the value zone, sell above the value zone. Or buy below the value zone, sell in the value zone. Make sense? Okay, and then CCL is Carnival Cruise Line. I was looking for a close back over the 250-day moving average. Looks like we don't have it. So, tell you what. Hang tight for about 40 seconds, if you don't mind, and I will be back in about 40 seconds. Thanks. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. Ooh, VIX making a high on the day, everyone. Making a high on the day. Wow. Let's see over here. All right. That works out better. Frank's has a fun fact. Oh, thank goodness. The U.S. gambling industry is $240 billion and employs 1.7 million people in 40 states. 40 states have gambling? Wow. Utah does not. We have zero of it. but they do allow us to trade. So $240 billion a year is the gambling industry, or the gaming industry, how they like to call it, employs 1.7 million people in nearly 40 states. Wow. Nice fun fact, Frank. Appreciate that, bud. Okay. Well, let's try to narrow down a little bit more, see what we have. ARC, now under the 200, not interested in ARC if it's under the 200 whatsoever. Shopify, still pretty good. I mean, it is up today, which is good. Risk to reward ratio is pretty good as well. So Shopify gets a little circle. Wix. Nope. Taking Wix off because of the volume. Only 150,000 shares. PTON, I still like here with the bullish engulfing bar. Close back above the 200-day moving average. So that's PTON. That gets a little box. MDB. I think I'm going to let that one go. PagerDuty looks pretty good. It's a little extended. That's the only thing. But MACD crossed over. Bullish engulfing bar. 520 crossover. Only thing that concerns me a little bit is the weekly bar. And that it's a little chasey at this point. I think it's a little chasey, but it also triggered a fractal. You know, I may have to make that one a half position. I actually quite do like it, but it is a little chasey. So Michael, if you're out there, Michael Martin, we talked about this last night. When I see something that I like, if it seems a little chasey, I'll buy half. So if it keeps moving, I have a little bit, but if it pulls back, holds the end of the day stop, then I can add my second amount there. So yeah, it looks like PTON. And how many? Okay, one there and over here. All right, that all makes sense. So yeah, I like PTON and PD today. So PTON and PagerDuty. Again, with PagerDuty though, I'm looking at a half position. And PTON, if it closes above the 200-day, I'll take a full position. If and only if it closes over the 200. All right, Paxton has a 520 crossover. Yeah, I know that on the VIX. Let's take a look. Let's see how that backtests. Does not backtest well, Paxton. Return of negative 48%. So I think that that's all I need to know about buying the crossover, the 520 crossover. Steve says, I exited pins for a 2.8% loss after the failure to hold the 30. Steve says, I exited FCX for a 1.48% gain after the loss of the previous day's low. All right, sounds good, Steve. I'll get those updated at the end. Looks like the market is selling off. Is this true? Yep, we're all red now. So PTON is a candidate for me today with a close above the 200-day moving average, bullish engulfing bar, under 50, over 50. That would be a full position for me. PagerDuty looks like a half position for me. So let me get to work here, start placing some trades. I trade multiple accounts, so I have to multitask. Okay, there's one. And here is two. I took a half position in PagerDuty, and it looks like I'm going to take a full position over here. That's not right. Let's see. Okay, that's right. Okay. So for my trades, I'm just waiting on the end of the day for Peloton. It may lose to 200. If it does, I will not be taking the trade. PagerDuty looks fine. This is going to be a half position for me. Steve says VIX is edging closer to the 10-30-day EMA that I use the SPY puts and exit into strength to optimize that signal. So what Steve's talking about is the 10-30 crossover on VIX. It's not VXX, Paxton. It's VIX. Okay? So he's looking for VIX. He's looking for a 10-30 EMA crossover on VIX. If it does, that's when Steve buys weekly puts on the SPY. So I know it's a little, there's some different moving parts to it, but if the VIX, symbol VIX, Paxton, if it gets a 10-30 EMA crossover, that is indicating that there's volatility to come, possibly, always. And that's when Steve buys weekly puts, which is a bearish position. And Steve would be hoping for the S&P to go down. So don't get the VIX compared with the VXX. I know they sound the same, but they're not. All right, so we have about 6 minutes to go. Again, I'm buying a half a position in PagerDuty, and then PTON, I don't know. I'm not sure now. It has to close above the 200-day moving average. I'm getting less inclined to buy this at the moment, so I may just buy PagerDuty, but I'll just have to see. We have 5 minutes to go. Frank has a fun fact. During the time dinosaurs roamed the earth, the day was only 23 hours long. Every 100 years, the moon adds 1.4 milliseconds to a day. Really? I had no idea. Wow. So as we go on, the day's going to get shorter. Steve Burns says, Frank, you need to write a book about interesting facts and trading poems. I love them both. So do I. Hey, I haven't had a fun sports fact today from Steve, though. Has anyone noticed that? So VIX is just revving up here. What's it at? 46. Okay. We have about 4 minutes to go. Okay, I think I'm going to pass on PTON. I don't like how the market's selling off here, so I am not going to buy PTON. However, I am going to buy a half a position on pager duty. Only a half today. And I guess I'll go ahead and do that right now. Oh, Steve does have a sports break. Babe Ruth, the Sultan of SWAT, hit more than 40 homers per season in 11 seasons, a record never equaled, and 60 in one season. Way to go, Babe Ruth. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that, bud. And I will be buying the SPY at the end of the day as well. All right, we have 1 minute to go, everyone. About 10 seconds. All right, we are done. First day of August under our belts. Let's see where I bought what I bought. I bought the overnight SPY trade as usual at 437.59. I bought a 1/2 position of pager duty PD at 41.96. All right, so SPY bought that today for the overnight SPY trade at 437.59. Bam. And then PagerDuty. Bought PagerDuty 1/2 position at 41.96, exactly where it is at. Yep, there we go. And I'm just going to make a little note here that that was me and that was a 1/2 position. Okay. So listen, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today that they would like me to update on the board, this is the time to do it. Go ahead, put it in the live stream chat, and I will do my very best to get to it just as soon as I take care of a little business. And the little businesses, I just want to remind you of 3 things. 1, I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a really great course. I think the best way to learn anything is one-on-one, student, teacher, and in the course, which is 15 hours long, 5 sessions, each session is 3 hours. I teach you everything I've learned in the last 25 years as a full-time trader. I teach you all 5 of my trading approaches. I will teach you it step by step. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. I will teach you all exactly how to trade the 5 approaches that I use. And I put a lot of work into teaching. It's very, very important to me that my students succeed. It's important for me, 1, because I care about my students. 2, I care about my reputation and my brand as a teacher. And so if you take this course, you will become a better trader. I promise you. The course is $1,750. It's worth every penny. You're going to learn some really good things. I think you're going to look at the market a lot differently. And over time, I think that it's going to be an investment in yourself that's really going to pay off. I hope so, right? I'm going to do my very best to do that. So if you are interested, send me an email. The email's in the description of this video. Just in the email, say, Greg, I'm interested in potentially taking your course. I will reply and say, that sounds great. Let's do a Skype call together. The Skype call is just for me to be able to get to know you a little bit better, ask you some questions about your trading, know what your trading challenges is, know what your trading goals are. It's a good time for you to ask me any questions about the course. And then when we're done with the Skype call, think about it as long as you want. If you decide in the future, hey, today's the day I want to start to really have a better understanding about trading, email me back. We'll get it all taken care of and we'll get it scheduled and away we'll go. Secondly, I do have a really great online course on udemy.com where I teach you the deep dip buy stock trading strategy. It's a great course. I've sold so many of these courses around the world, had so much good feedback. So many good emails thanking me for the course. The course is like $12 or $15 on Udemy, right? It's not that much. It's definitely worth that much. It's worth 10 times that, 100 times that, because what you're going to learn in that course will help you become a better trader. But the good news is it's only $10, $12, or $15 on Udemy. And if you're interested, the link is in the description, and you can also, the link is in the description, and all you have to do is click on it, and it will take you right there. And I would really recommend that you take this course. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, I would certainly appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It does help to build the channel, helps keep the channel around, lets YouTube know that there's some valuable content here. So if you've clicked it already, thank you so much. If you haven't and you like today's podcast or found something useful or helpful, I would really appreciate it if you could click it before the day is over and that you get out of here. So, all right, let's go back. Now, I know Steve had some moves here. So pins, we got out of pins with the loss of the 30 RSI. All right, Steve, so I'll take you out of that. Okay. FCX exited with a profit. Way to go, Steve. Take that off. All right, Paxton is in PagerDuty. Thanks for that, Packy. That was the best setup I saw of the day, and that came from Paxton. The dynamic duo is in PagerDuty. Paxton says, I almost took TER on 520 when the sell-off was smart to pass. Yeah, I think so. I think so. That's kind of was my thinking as well. All right, so I got Steve out of pins, out of FCX. Got Paxton into PagerDuty. Anything else? Did anyone have any other entries or exits for me today? Doesn't look like it so far. All right, let's poke our head over, see what's going on after hours. Amazon's up a little bit. Airbnb is even. What about PagerDuty? Even. Tesla had a nice trade on Tesla today, but that's on my weekly, so I'll show you that at the end of the week. VIXI down a little bit. SPY up a little bit. So nothing too crazy. Oh, Chris, nice to see you, Chris. Did I have something from you earlier and I was going to get to it and I forgot? Let's see. All right. Chris Farron, what do you think of DVA? DVA. DaVita. Well, this is what I think about it, Chris. We have earnings coming tomorrow. I don't know if that's in the morning. I don't know if it's in the afternoon. If it were in the morning, I certainly would not buy now. I don't gamble and hold through earnings. You never really know what's going to happen. So that's point number one. Looks like earnings are tomorrow. If they were tomorrow morning, I certainly wouldn't buy it today. If they're tomorrow afternoon, maybe if the right setup was there. Is there the right setup? I really don't see anything. I mean, we have a fractal, which is a high with two lower highs to the right, high with two lower highs to the left. We did break above the fractal, so it is a breakout. No V1, V2s. We went under 50, over 50. We're over the 50 SMA. Let's take a look over at the weekly. Weekly is kind of benign. I kind of don't like the big down bar there. It was up on a down day, so the relative strength was good. But if I was zooming through my charts, I probably would not stop on this symbol. But if you're in it already, I mean, it's moving up, thankfully, right? But earnings are coming up tomorrow, so that would be my biggest concern. But I don't see a valid signal here today other than the fractal. Again, a fractal is a high with two lower highs to the left, a high with two lower highs to the right. It does have that. It did take that out here at about 121.19. MACD went positive today. That is good. We went under 50, over 50. That is good. But as far as an actual signal, I don't think I would take this. And especially if I did take it, it would be a one-day hold if and only if earnings were tomorrow afternoon. And they may be tomorrow morning, so I certainly wouldn't take it based upon that. So that's my honest opinion. I sold it today, was wondering about getting back in. Oh, good. I'm glad you sold it on some strength, Chris. I would wait till after earnings, to be honest with you. I would wait till after earnings and then wait for a valid setup. That's my take on it, Chris. Michael says, I agree on PTON. Halfway of July 22nd bar seems to be resistance. Is that the one we were looking at earlier before? Halfway of July 22nd bar. Yeah. Yep, the big bar there, which is right there. And you're 100% right. I mean, look, it literally got to the penny of that halfway. Way to go, Leva. Man, Eagle Eye Leva. That's what I'm going to start calling Leva. Very good. You know, those big down bars or big up bars, I really like to look for the halfways of those. And look, I mean, it literally pegged it. It literally got to about to the penny. So, yep. So, yeah, I did not take PTON. Hey, before we get out of here, I like to repeat this saying every day. I think it's just a good policy for all of us to enact in our lives. But if we all do one random act of kindness daily, We just might set the world in the right direction. This comes from Martin Kornfeld. I think it's a great saying. It doesn't cost anything to go out and give someone a smile, be pleasant, hold the door open for them. Just a little something, right? Just one random act of kindness. In my world, it would be twice as good if you could go out and do something a little nice for an animal. If you have a dog or you come across a dog, just give it a little pet. You know, obviously, if it's friendly, give it some kind words, give them a little chin scratch, give them a little treaty big, maybe a little lovey love, right? A little something. Animals like kind words just like humans do. So please try to go out, do something nice for an animal today. Try to go out, do something nice for a human today. One day in the future, maybe you're not going to have such a great day and someone will be there to make your day a little better, and it will come full circle. All right. Well, if anyone has any other comments or questions, if there's anything I can clarify, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. Okay. Clean this all up over here. So quite a bit of red for the indexes, quite a bit of green for the indexes being down, although I guess the NASDAQ was up 8 points, but now the Dow Jones got down 97 points when everything was up so strong earlier. Paxton says, thanks all. Thank you, Packy. Appreciate that, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope Tracy is also doing well. Ava says, thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. You as well, Ava. Looking forward to speaking to you soon. All right. Well, listen, everyone. Appreciate you coming. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Go out there. Have a great day. Drive safe. Come to a complete stop. Hands at 10 and 2. But just be safe. I always have a thing about safe driving. So please go out and be good to yourself, get some exercise, do some deep breathing, study up your charts. And remember, this is August, it was the first day of the trading month. Let's try to go ahead and just be on our best behavior the entire month. Try to ingrain good habits into our brain so they become pathways. So let's just try to follow our process to the T for the whole month. How about we do that, right? And then when September comes, we'll have a good habit, and I guarantee you're going to be a better trader if you do that. Miko says, thanks, Greg. Have a great day. You as well, Miko. Appreciate that. Michael says, thanks for everything. You as well. And again, if you have hit the thumbs up button, thank you. If you haven't and you found something you enjoyed today, I would really appreciate it if you could. All right. So I think that's it, everyone. Thanks so much. Hopefully see you tomorrow, and we'll see what this market brings for us tomorrow. And take care. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity.